they were not going to allow Greek letters in any club other than an honor society. I'm Indigo Klavinoff. I'm a senior here at Dixie State University, and I'm the president of Phi Beta Pi. And last year, I decided to approach the Dean of Students with the idea of starting a sorority. He told me when I met with him that it was out of the question. Having a sorority and a fraternity on campus is a connotation of the party school image.
They say that it's portraying the image of a party school, but they haven't given us a chance to show that that's not what we're in for. We're in for the community service, the friendship.
I told the director of student involvement that I was interested in starting a club with Greek letters. He told me that I would be able to form any club just without the Greek letters. I wasn't going to take no for an answer. I was determined to get this club going, which is why I contacted FIRE.
FIRE has had cases involving fraternities and sororities before, but I couldn't remember ever getting a case like Indigo's where a student got so much opposition from her university just for wanting to use Greek letters in her club's name. It's a pretty basic First Amendment right for individuals or groups to identify themselves the way they want themselves to be identified.
This is a public campus. We are protected by the Bill of Rights. We're protected by the First Amendment.
Every club should be able to name their club whatever they want to be, regardless if it has Greek letters or if it's in English, if it's in Spanish.
How do you really ban a letter?
Greek letters themselves have expressive value. They tell community members what kind of group Phi Beta Pi aspires to be. The director of student involvement was receptive to the group's mission, just not to this particular basic way of conveying that information to prospective members.
I asked him where there was specific official documentation where it said that Greek letters were not allowed in any club name on campus. He sent me another email the next day and told me that since I asked, they created one.
I wasn't surprised that the administration wasn't in favor of a Greek system, but I was surprised that they decided to change the club bylaws specifically because a student had applied to start a sorority.
Dixie State said that it had a compelling interest in controlling its image so that it didn't get labeled as a party school, and that this interest made it perfectly legitimate for them to abridge the First Amendment rights of pretty much all Dixie State University students.
So when I went to speak with the president, I also asked him the question about another club on campus called the Organization of Good Parties. He told me that he would appreciate it if they changed their name, but he couldn't really force them to.
It kind of seems like there's a double standard.
Indigo wants to use Greek letters in her group's name because she wants Phi Beta Pi to exemplify the best virtues of Greek life in the university. Just because Dixie State thinks those letters stand for something different doesn't give them the right to take that away from them.
Phi Beta Pi has an excellent opportunity to shatter stereotypes, to present the university in the best possible light.
Phi Beta Pi should be able to identify ourselves as a sorority because all we're trying to accomplish is sisterhood, and I live far away from my family, so I think of these girls as my sisters and my second family.
A sorority is about having sisters.
We just are in this for the sisterhood, the friendships.
We've explained to Dixie State twice now that as a public institution bound by the First Amendment, it does not have the right to simply outlaw the Greek alphabet on campus. We're still waiting on them to get that message.
Dixie State University needs to allow us to be a club because it's our constitutional right. We have so many great things planned for this fall, and we'd love to do them with the school's support.